Some city council members are pushing for a dog park right here on Lincoln Street Beach. Protests at Northwestern have been going on for about an hour. The protesters just moved from the SAE house to the AE Pie house. Following a lockdown in December, Evanston Township High School, or ETHS, reevaluating safety measures. For students quarantining in doubles here in Hinman Hall, in an email Thursday being informed to expect a quarantine roommate. The university was informed by the public health department at around 8:30 that these doses were set to expire at about 7 a.m. With students back on campus, Evanston businesses are hoping they shop local and support their favorite spots. Their best bets will be on Wednesday and Friday, where it will still be cloudy, but there will be some sun peeking out from behind those clouds. This past weekend's forecast also included a polar vortex, but for that, we're not talking about the weather. In part because of the Abolish Greek Life movement, fewer students are living here in Northwestern's Greek housing. Paraprofessionals, substitute teachers, custodians, security guards, and nutritional staff. All positions Evanston Township High School is struggling to fill.
An impact on classroom staff too, just not having the other people in the building to support the school in the ways that it needs to be supported.
Paraprofessionals work alongside teachers with special education students. Without their support,
it has an impact then on the classroom teacher, the regular education teacher, and being able to adequately meet the needs of all the students, or at least meet them as well as they could be met.
Because of the sub shortage, full-time teachers have to cover for their colleagues.
We do get paid for covering extra classes, but it takes away time that we would otherwise use for grading and planning.
District 65 is seeing the same shortages.
We have had to really collaborate, and we really think a lot of teachers' creativity.
But both districts grateful to have enough full-time teachers.
Find ourselves very fortunate. There's a lot of work that goes into doing that. It's not without its challenges, but we've been largely able to staff our buildings.
A challenge now, and with COVID-19, a concern for the future.
I'm also concerned about long-term, what's going to happen in 5 to 10 years. The circumstances that we face now, the challenges of the job, more people are going to be leaving the profession with fewer people coming in.
A test for school districts in Evanston and beyond. Gabrielle Khoriaty, Northwestern News Network. Esther Lindor from Lakeview Pantry in northern Chicago is the 2021 Essential Services Hero.
You just never know what somebody's going through.
Lindor is the manager for the pantry's online market, which allows clients to order ahead for pickup.
Before the pandemic, it was an idea that we had, or that was come into fruition, primarily because the in-person aspect of coming to our physical pantry is an incredibly long wait.
When COVID-19 hit, the pantry saw a 400% increase in demand.
I want to say the one thing that we definitely struggled with was the sheer volume.
The Red Cross recognition came as a shock.
I still cannot wrap my head around it, to be honest.
Lindor might be the one who is honored as Chicago's Essential Services Hero, but it takes more than one person to help all of this work.
A win for Esther is a win for everybody.
From getting the food to the warehouse to getting it onto Chicago's tables, staff are needed in all parts of the process.
To do what we do, we rely heavily on donors, volunteers to glean, on drivers, on the other logistical parts of the process.
Food deserts, where a grocery store is at least a mile away, are most common in the south and west sides of Chicago, where Lakeview Pantry hopes to expand.
Our vision is to eliminate hunger, and as far reach as that might seem, I think we can at least close the gap a little bit.
Closing the gap, one box of groceries at a time. In Andersonville, Gabrielle Khoriaty, Northwestern News Network. Weinberg fourth year Julia Yoon comes home from a long day of classes, greeted by a friendly face.
It's hard just coming home to an empty place, but now it's not empty and I have her to come home to.
Students fostering a pet from the Evanston Animal Shelter to add another member to their family at Northwestern.
You can still have that animal companionship and still form a connection with an animal while also not really committing yourself long term, especially because we're in college.
Fostering, helping to save space in the shelter, and giving animals a home, even if it's just for a short time.
Typically fostering is until they're adopted, but even weekend fosters are super helpful.
A priceless companion at no cost.
The best thing about fostering is everything's covered by us. So it's great for students.
But that doesn't mean fostering is never rough.
The other day he went to the bathroom on my floor and missed the litter box. Little things like that.
Potential fosters needing to be prepared for the responsibility.
If you are planning on fostering or if you're interested, really know what you're signing up for. You're signing up to take care of an animal's life and well-being.
For some, the thought of goodbye is too tough. Yoon preparing to adopt her foster dog, Marie.
There wasn't really a time limit on my time with her. I just ended up being like, okay, maybe we'll be together forever anyway.
Helping Evanston's pets find their forever homes. Gabrielle Khoriaty, Northwestern News Network.